Hello friends and family, and good morning from the premium outlets here at Vineland Ave. I thought it'd be fun to come out today, head on over to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store and check out all of the newest heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer, because lately they have been putting out so much brand new merchandise. It's a really great time to come out, visit, and check out all of the newest offerings. Then I think right after we leave here, we'll actually head on over to the International Drive location as well. This way we can compare both Disney Character Warehouse outlet stores. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Definitely a great start to the morning here in Central Florida though. You can never go wrong with a good Florida like lagoon area with the palm trees reflecting. Just an absolutely beautiful morning. And before we do head inside the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store, I do want to mention, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. As we are getting closer and closer to summertime in Central Florida though, definitely the outlets are picking up steam. Super duper busy today. Okay, so as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse, they have some really cool prints. These are all matted up and ready to go. They have Star Wars, Mandalorian. This one is only $20, but it does look like they have a couple brand new offerings. Like, how cool is this one? You can't go wrong though. These would have been sold over at the Art of Disney store at Disney Springs. $20 a piece for them. And they do still have that really fancy Disney Encanto Maribel doll. These are one of 6,650 pieces. The attention to detail on the dress though is super nice. These are $100 a piece, and the cool thing at the Character Warehouse, you could even do some Disney pin trading. A good selection of different pins here. Here's like an Easter version with a Minnie Mouse. They have the Cheshire Cat, a Hades bowling pin, even a snowman in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Definitely lots of further markdowns here at the premium outlets though. They have your Marvel Black Panther adult size shirts. This one has a pocket on the front with the pinstriping with all of the different color Black Panther helmets. These are only $2 a piece, marked down from $60. Let's see what we got doing on the opposite side of the rack though. They have some really fancy women's dresses. This one has like the elastic waistline with like the matching belt. Kind of like the same design as that graphic shirt. Originally $55, now only $2 a piece. And it looks like there's another graphic t-shirt for only $2 here at the Character Warehouse. Yet another Marvel one. This one is embroidered Master of Mischief there on the front, part of the Loki collection. This one is $2, marked down from $40. Let's check out some more of the merchandise up front here by the registers though. This is part of the egg extravaganza, part of the really cool Easter collection. You can paint your own character Easter eggs. It looks like in this basket here they do have Chip and Dale, but they come with the 4 different colored paints and the brush. These are only $2 a piece, so a really good deal. You definitely have to look everywhere though, because they do have other characters kind of like elsewhere, part of that collection. They have the Minnie Mouse one for only $2. And then over here is some Disney Park lug bags. Let's see what we got. This one is from Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend. Really cool design though with Mrs. Incredible. You have a Hercules, Baymax, and then Groot. These actually hold a water bottle there. It's more of like a crossbody size bag. Originally $50 though. These are $25 a piece. They do still have that really cool Spider-Man Marvel Loungefly. These are in the original packs though. If you look closely, you can see Spider-Man and then all of the webs. Originally $79. These are now $40 a piece. And they're getting even more of those Disney Blissful Buddy plushies in. Really cool, like super duper soft plushies for the kiddos. This one is $15 from $35. So many brand new markdowns and different merchandise though here at the premium outlets. Perfect for summertime. They do have the Marvels adult size trucker hats. This one has that metallic finish on the front and like your classic snapback. These are only $1.99 a piece, marked down from $30. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney Park Loungefly wallets. These are loaded with the gold sequins with the Mickey Mouse design. The backside has your gold Disney Parks Loungefly badge. Originally $50, now only $25 a piece. And still going strong is some of the Santa Claus plushies from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. They do still have a whole basket of these here at the Character Warehouse. Originally $35, now only $7.99. And right underneath there is a really cool Disney Park Munchling backpack of Pluto. You can see like everything's embroidered on there. Really nice attention to detail for only $13. Perfect for a nice day over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Just some of your light up Grogu necklaces as well. These were usually around $23 in the theme park. It's kind of like a whole strand of Christmas lights. These are now only $7.99 a piece. They do even still have from the holiday collection from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom those really good sized polar bear puppets. It's embroidered Animal Kingdom on the little Tootsie. These are originally $35, now only $12.99 a piece here at the Character Warehouse. But even more of those Blissful Buddy plushies that they do have here. A couple different offerings. This one is Marie from Aristocats with the big fuchsia bow on the backside. Originally $35, now $15. And they have a whole basket of the Stitch Blissful Buddy plushies for $15. Even more further markdowns here at the premium outlet. They do have these massive Sorcerer Mickey glow wands. So if you do push the button like the dome glows on the top section with the Sorcerer Mickey hat, these are now only $5 a piece at the Character Warehouse. A couple different cups that they do have here as well. These actually come with like the strap, so it's kind of like a little crossbody cup for the kiddos in case you don't want to carry these around the park all day. They have the Red Panda from Turning Red. This one is $7.99. And it looks like they do have one with all like your classic Disney characters. Positive vibes only. You have Minnie Mouse, Daisy, Duck, Donald, and then Mickey on the opposite side. These actually have a little flippy up lid. Let's check out some more of the merchandise as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse though. They do still have the Disney Tinkerbell light up fairy gardens. This actually has like that peg design with the dome where you can move all the flowers, the rainbow, and the Tinkerbell action figure. The cool thing about these though, it actually lights up at night so you can like push the little button. These are $25 a piece. They do still have some of your Disney Animators Collection littles. This has lights and sound effects. So this is the Tinkerbell version where you actually get 9 different pieces. Originally $35 in the park. These are now $19.99. And even more Disney Park Loungeflies going strong here at the Character Warehouse. From Marvel Studios, they do have your Captain America Brave New World Loungeflies. These are really cool though because it has like the wings on the back that actually move. These are now only $45 a piece from $90, and they do still have a whole basket of those Figaro Disney Park Loungeflies. Kind of like a football Letterman jacket. These are super duper fuzzy, embroidered with Figaro. On the backside though, you got the little Figaro in the basket with the balls of yarn. These are only $40 a piece, marked down from $100. And I did want to mention they do still have a whole bunch of the Easter plushies as well. This one is the Minnie Mouse version. Looks like she's taking a bite out of the chocolate bunny's ears, but these are super fuzzy and have the pastel colors. Originally $30, now only $7.99, but there's a whole basket of Minnie Mouse. They do still have from last year's Mousewares collection your compost bins. A really cool tin design with all of the Disney characters on one side. The opposite side does say compost. These are originally $40 a piece, now $19.99. And some really awesome merchandise brand new to the Character Warehouse with Princess Tiana. My Dreams, My Way. That's embroidered on the front with Princess Tiana. These are 50 by 60 inches. I remember seeing these over in the parks though, so this is really cool to see at the Character Warehouse. I don't see the outlet price just yet, but they do even have these really fancy Princess Tiana teacups. And it looks like you even get like a coffee mug on the bottom section. But these are originally $35 a piece, now $25. And they do have an entire selection of brand new Minnie Mouse merchandise at the outlet. Here is a new women's Minnie Mouse dress with all the different colors. This one has the fancy neckline. These are $40 from $128, so a very good deal. They've also recently got some brand new winter beanies in at the outlet. This one is embroidered with Minnie Mouse's facsimile signature with Minnie on it herself. These are only $7.99 a piece. They have some women's full zip hoodies here as well. These are actually loaded with Minnie Mouse polka dots. On the hood itself though, you actually have the bow and ears. These are $20 a piece from $65. Next to that is a very fancy adult size pullover sweatshirt with that floral design with Minnie Mouse inside of the flowers. These are $20 from $55. It looks like they do have size large and up on that one. And then right underneath there is the matching pair of women's leggings to go with this entire collection with that same design with Minnie Mouse. These are now $12.99 from $45. A few other things from the Minnie Mouse collection I wanted to show you though. Here's another fancy women's dress from the dress shop. The attention to detail on this though is super duper nice. These are originally $128, now $50 a piece. And here's a very fancy women's hat, perfect for a good Disney beach day or to take down to your resort pool. This definitely gives me like Disney Cruise Line vibes. The polka dots actually say Minnie Mouse though. These are only $7.99 a piece. And then right next to that is more of last year's Mousewares collection. You get this really cool like server here in the shape of Mickey Mouse with 6 different plates. These are $15 from $50. So many really nice coffee mugs that they have at the Character Warehouse though. This one is for the 85th anniversary of Disney's Fantasia. You get the ceramic spoon on the inside. These are only $7.99, marked down from $28. Next to that is a whole section of really cool Minnie Mouse coffee mugs. This one actually says Walt Disney World on the inside. Mickey Mouse is kind of like showcasing his name. That one is only $5 from $17. Another really nice Minnie Mouse coffee mug. This one says, "What's dot you say?" You have the outline of Minnie, again with all the polka dots. Originally $17, now only $4.99. Let's check out some more of the coffee mugs over in this section though. So this one is actually from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom for 2024 with Mickey Mouse. These are a great deal though, $5 a piece from $20. Right underneath there is a really tall coffee mug. This one says "Happy to be here," again with Cinderella Castle. There's no design on the back side, but these are only $7.99, marked down from $20. That being said, there is so much merchandise from the Mousewares collection. Here's an adult-sized kitchen apron with the Mickey Mouse design with the checkerboard pattern. They have 2 big pockets on the front. These are only $12.99 here at the Character Warehouse. And it does look like they even have some really nice cookie cutters. These are a stainless steel design with like the silicone ring. But these are originally $10 in the park, now only $4.99. They do even have some really cool kitchen utensil holders. The Happiest Kitchen on Earth with Mickey, and then you have the outline with Cinderella Castle. The cool thing though, these are in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Originally $35, now $12.99 a piece for them. It looks like they even have some Disney Mickey Mouse dish gloves, they're calling these, with Mickey Mouse's facsimile signature. These are $7.99 a piece. Let's kind of go down the way here though and see what else they do have. So this is part of a newer Mousewares collection for the home collection with the outline with Mickey. This other plate here says "I Heart Home," again in the shape of Mickey Mouse. These are originally $45, now $19.99. They have these massive, more of like a cheese board. You could even use this as like a cutting board though, with a Mickey Mouse design. These are now only $15 a piece, but a really heavy, like solid piece of wood. They do even have some brand new rolling pins here at the Character Warehouse. More of like a mint color with the silicone design with Mickey. These are originally, let's see here, $30 in the parks. Now only $10 a piece. And a cool like melamine serving platter that they do have with all the different character cupcakes, Mickey Mouse, even some balloons. These are originally $30, now $12.99. And still going strong is some of last year's Play in the Parks collection merchandise at the outlet. Here's a 3-inch by 3-inch photo frame with the banners Minnie Mouse, Mickey, you have Donald, and then Goofy. These are originally $25, now $12.99. They have a set, let's see here, 4 decorative Mickey fireworks. So a really cool design where you get like the different ones here. These are now $50 a piece. They do even have some of the wrapped canvases from the Art of Disney store over at Disney Springs, part of the Play in the Park collection, with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. You even get Cinderella Castle though. These are only $35. More cool markdowns here at the Character Warehouse. Oh, your glass coffee mugs, the most magical place on earth. You have all the beacons of magic, Mickey and Minnie. These are originally $20 in the parks, now only 99 cents. And a great selection of new coffee mugs that they do have here at the Character Warehouse. This is the mom version with Minnie Mouse. These actually all say Walt Disney World on the inside. Originally $17, now only $7 a piece. But they do have like the same difference here with Dad. More of like a hunter green version with Mickey Mouse. This one is $8. They have a grandma version with Minnie Mouse as well for only $8. Let's actually check out some of the Christmas ornaments over in this direction though. Here's a whole set of huge Christmas ornaments with Simba, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, the Genie from Aladdin. You even have Peter Pan. These were $50 in the parks, now only $19.99. Here's a whole pack of like retro Christmas ornaments. These probably would have been sold like over at Epcot's World Showcase. These are originally $20, now only $7.99. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney Munchling Christmas ornaments, your matcha cookie cheesecake Mickey Mouse. So a really cool design. I do want to check the original price. These are originally $25, now $7.99 a piece. But they do have your holiday toffee pudding Minnie Mouse Christmas ornament. Underneath there is a really cool one with Pluto. It actually has like some pretzel ears. Probably one of my favorites from that collection. They do even have from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts 2025 the Figment Christmas ornament with the Festival of the Arts logo. This one is only $8. And you can never go wrong with some of the different Disney Sketchbook series Christmas ornaments. Anytime they come to the Character Warehouse, so many cool designs. This one is only $8, and it does look like they even have one here from Disney Pixar Toy Story. You could push the button down here, Bullseye on the inside. These are now only $7.99. Also from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, they do have these acrylic vases with the mayor. The cool thing though, you get 2 different facial expressions on either side. These are originally $25, now only $5 a piece. Right above that though is another really tall ceramic coffee mug. It starts with Cinderella Castle on the top. You have some popcorn, turkey legs, Mickey waffles. Has that same design on both sides. This one is $10, marked down from $20. And they are getting some of your Disney Parks Pride Collection merchandise. This is a very cool coffee mug with the Pride colors with Mickey and then Walt Disney World on the back side. Originally $20, now only $7.99. And I did want to show you some of the kids cups that they do have here at the Character Warehouse. This one is from Star Wars Mandalorian, kind of with a little snow globe on the top there with Grogu. There is so many sparkles on the inside though, and you get the little straw there. These are originally $20, now only $7.99. And then right underneath there is the Cars version with a Lightning McQueen inside of the snow globe. You got a cool graphic on the opposite side though. This one is only $7.99. And even more of your Disney Pixar Toy Story merchandise here at the outlet. This is a really cool toothpick holder. It's literally Sheriff Woody's boot. You can see the cactus design on the side, and it says Andy underneath. These are originally $13, now only $5 a piece. And really cool is that collapsible little bin. So this is perfect for like a sandwich with all the characters from Toy Story. These are now $7.99 a piece, marked down from $20. And they have such a good selection of assorted toys here at the Character Warehouse as well for the kiddos. This is an entire like solid wooden pull behind train with a bunch of characters. You have Mickey Mouse on the front, Donald Duck, even Goofy. These are a great deal though, only $20 a piece for them. They do still have some of those Mickey Mouse weighted plushies from last year's holiday collection. Again with the soft material. You have the Mickey snowflake embroidered on the shirt. That one is $45 originally, now only $14.99. And still going strong here at the Character Warehouse is your Donald Duck water game. So it's kind of like a little basketball game with the rings on the inside. So you'll just fill this with water and then shoot hoops. These are originally $20 a piece, now $10 a piece. And then even more different like fidget figurines here at the Character Warehouse. So many different offerings. This one has like little silly hands there with Mickey Mouse. Only $5.99 from $15, but perfect to go with the Mickey Mouse version. Underneath there is the Minnie Mouse version with the spaghetti arms. You got the little fancy flower inside of the hat. And they do still have a whole basket here of the Pluto action figures for only $6. More coffee mugs that I do want to show you here at the outlet store though. Here's a massive ceramic mug with Cinderella Castle. You have some Mickey waffles, some Mickey shaped balloons. That one is $8, marked down from $17. And they do have even more merchandise from that Limoncello collection. So you can add like your fruit on the inside there and get some flavored water with the lemons and the Minnie Mouse design. Originally $30, now $12.99. And then right underneath there is a women's cut graphic t-shirt, part of the Limoncello collection. It even says Italy on the sleeve though for Epcot's World Showcase. That one was originally $35, now $12.99. Let's actually check out some of the merchandise here on the spinny racks though. So another Christmas ornament. This one is for the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend 2025 with the princesses for Run Disney. These are only $7.99 a piece, marked down from $30. It does look like they do still have some of like more like that rope design bracelets with the little Run Disney sneakers. They have this one here, originally $10, now only $5. And they do still have a couple of the red version at the Character Warehouse. And it's always cool when you find some assorted Magic Band Plus at the Disney Character Warehouse. They have your Marvel Avengers Assemble Magic Bands with all of the characters like Black Panther. You have Thor's hammer on there, and even Iron Man. These are originally $45, now $19.99. On the opposite side of the rack, they do have yet another Avengers version with Captain America, Thor. We have Iron Man, even the Incredible Hulk. But these are only $20 a piece. And they do still have some of those keychains. It looks like you do have to find your initial, but that has the gold clippy. They do only have letter X for your initial. These are originally $13, now $3.99. And then right underneath there's a really fancy Disney Otter box. These are for iPhone 15 Pro Max, so it's really cool because they actually fit some of the modern phones with the big Disney Spirit Jersey logo. Originally $60, now $7.99. Let's see what else we have doing over in this section though. So they have the massive deluxe figurine sets from Disney Pixar Turning Red. You get a whole set of 9 different action figures, originally $35. These are now $15 a piece. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney IOI Forever merchandise. These are all inspired by different Disney characters. The fashion packs for Dr. Facilier, like you get the sneakers, the shorts, the pullover hoodie. These are only $7.99 a piece. Next to that one is your Encanto Maribel set with the sweatshirt. You get the overalls and the glasses for only $8. And a couple of the different doll sets that they do have. This one is inspired by Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They all do come with a Mickey-shaped balloon with a little surprise inside. But these are only $12.99 a piece. Right next to Belle, they do even still have Sven from Frozen. He comes with the antler ears and the puffer jacket for $13. So many different dolls that they have right now at the Character Warehouse. You have your Disney Princess Pocahontas dolls. You get all 7 accessories on the side here, even the Miko action figure. These are only $15 a piece. Underneath Pocahontas, you do have your Disney Mulan doll. This one actually comes with 8 accessories, so one more than Pocahontas, but this one is $8. And lots of new Mulan merchandise here at the Character Warehouse. They have the doll, and they even have this really fancy Moana kids romper with Moana and then all of the flowers. These are originally $40 a piece, now $15. And it looks like they even have like the matching jacket from that collection. This one is lined with Sherpa on the inside. You got some nice pockets, and Moana is embroidered. These are $20 a piece from $60. And some brand new Disney Pixar Toy Story merchandise. This one is more of like a windbreaker material, full zip for the kiddos. You have Rex from Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, even the aliens. These are $15 a piece from $40. They have some cool kids graphic t-shirts brand new to the outlet as well, literally with all of the characters from Toy Story. These are $12.99, probably around $22 in the theme park. And they do even have some very heavy kid sweatpants, part of this new collection. Like you can see Woody there on the pant leg. On the opposite side, you do have Rex from Toy Story. These are $12.99 from $30. Even more brand new merchandise though from Toy Story. This is a kid-size pullover sweatshirt, Giddy Up partner with Woody. These are $15 from $40 a piece. And here's a really cool graphic t-shirt from Star Wars. You actually have Nubs there on the front and Yoda. These are $8 from $27, but a nice like thin material. So many cool kids graphic t-shirts, brand new though. How nice is this one with the heart design with Mickey and then Pluto hugging it out? This is really, really cool. I want to see if we can find the price here. Let's see here, one of these guys. These are now only $8 a piece, and they're even starting to get some of the springtime graphic t-shirts in. Park hopping. This one has like a Chip and Dale, Mickey, Minnie, and then all of the Easter baskets for only $8. So many cool things over in the kids section though from Marvel Black Panther. You do have your Shuri gauntlets. These would have been sold over at Disney Springs at the Marvel store. Only $35 a piece for them. Here's a really cool kids Marvel Spirit jersey from Spider-Man. This one has the big spider on the front side. Originally I should say $60, now $25. That one has the hood and then the raised lettering for Spider-Man on the back side. And another kid's long sleeve graphic t-shirt. This one is a Marvel one with Groot on there. This one says I am Groot on the front. These were $35 in the parks, now $10 a piece. And they do still have some of the Marvel Power Icon action figures. These are motion activated with lights and sound effects. They only have the Ghost Spider, but these are $20 a piece. Let's check out some of the assorted merchandise in the adult section though. Here's a very fancy adult size puffer jacket. This one is a full zip with stitch. You even get some zipper pockets. If you live up north though, this will definitely keep you warm. These are $25 from $90. They have some very fancy adult size button down shirts, again with stitch with a bunch of different graphics. These are super duper soft though. $15 from $65. And I love how they're getting a whole bunch of brand new Toy Story merchandise. Really cool though for like the kids and adults. This one is an adult size full zip hoodie. You can see like Forky, Ducky, Bunny. Definitely a nice heavy material though. These are $20 from $65. Here's like a 3/4 length sleeve graphic t-shirt with the pinstriping with that star design and then all the characters. This one is $12.99. Here's even like a football jersey in the adult section with Buzz Lightyear on the front. You have the alien embroidered and it says blast off. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $65. They do have them in a bunch of sizes. So many cool brand new things at the outlet though. Look at this hashtag like a boss, 1,000 plus. We have pennies. These are originally $60 for these sweatshirts, now $14.99 a piece. The backside's embroidered the Proud Family. And a really cool adult size Spirit jersey. This one has like the gold flaking on the front with your classic established 1971. Again, these are adult size, originally $85. They're now $35 a piece. With the Walt Disney World archway, you have Cinderella Castle. They're even getting some different Disney resort merchandise, like this adult size full zip jacket. This one is from Disney's All-Star Resort with the pinstriping. Originally $60, now $25. Let's check out some more of the adult size Spirit jerseys. So from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts 2025 is your adult size Spirit jerseys with Figment on the front. You have your Festival of the Arts logo on the back side, again with Figment at the bottom. These are only $30 a piece. And a couple different Star Wars Spirit jerseys. With R2-D2, you have your fuzzy lettering Star Wars established 1977. This one is $35. The backside has that fuzzy lettering for Star Wars, Princess Leia, and then R2-D2 on the bottom section. And they do also have the Star Wars jersey that says I know a bunch of times and then Star Wars at the bottom. They're even getting some really fancy tote size bags. These are perfect to put a bunch of beach towels in for your Disney resort. It says Walt Disney World. You have the Mickey ears, the hand, and Cinderella Castle. These are originally $30, now $15 a piece. Here's a really cool like artist series fuzzy jackets. These are solid Sherpa, the Mickey Mouse version embroidered with the Spirit jersey logo. Originally $100, these are $45 a piece. Right underneath there is the Minnie Mouse this version where you have the embroidered bow there on the neckline for $45. And it does look like they even have like the matching pants. The cool thing about this one though, it's actually embroidered Walt Disney World down the pant leg. These are only $20 from $55. And here's an actual Spider-Man Loungefly that I did want to show you up front. So they do have them in the back section where they're not in the original bag. So they do have your Spider-Man version. And then still going strong is your Marvel Loungefly with all of the characters like the Incredible Hulk. You have Thor, Iron Man. Even on the back straps they do say Marvel. This one is $40, marked down from $78. More brand new merchandise from Disney's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. This looks like a house coat actually with the Jack Skellington design. These are only $20 a piece. Okay, so here's more of like the design. It's like a home pullover hoodie. These are super duper soft though. They do even still have from Epcot's International Festival of the Holidays those really cool 50 by 60 inch throw blankets. You can see like the snowflakes, the Christmas trees, and then all of Epcot's World Showcase. These are $25 from $70, and it's definitely like pool season here in Central Florida. So a couple different beach towels that they do have. This is the Star Wars version with Darth Vader's helmet. You have some Stormtrooper helmets for $15, and they've also recently just got a brand new one in from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. You can see like all the different animals, and then Goofy and Donald Duck. This one is $15. And so much merchandise that they do have from Pandora over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, like this whole set of 3 different wall art pieces with that acrylic design with the floating mountains and the banshees. These are $30 a piece. Right underneath there they have your Navi translators. These actually have lights and sound effects, and you get the 15 translation cards. These are originally $25, now $12.99. They even have some really fancy tapestries with that wooden design. It says Pandora, Valley of Mawara for only $15. Even the whole section of brand new Lion King merchandise at the Character Warehouse. This is a very fuzzy throw blanket. It says Hakuna Matata with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. These are originally $70 in the parks. This is a great deal. Only $19.99 for them. And another kitchen apron that they do have here, part of the Lion King collection. Unlike the pinstriping, you have Rafiki embroidered, Simba, and then the frillies at the bottom for only $7.99. Definitely so much really awesome Lion King merchandise though. Yet another throw blanket. This one is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Disney's Lion King. These are 50 by 60 inches, originally $70. That one is now $25. And it does look like they even have the new lightweight Spirit jerseys. These were just in the parks not too long ago with your Lion King logo. And then on the back side you have Hakuna Matata with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. But they do have these in just about every size. A few other merchandise offerings from Pandora at Disney's Animal Kingdom though. These are some really cool adult-sized backpacks with the floating mountains embroidered. Pandora Valley of Mawara. These are originally $30, now $15 a piece. Next to them are some of the flashing light effect wood sprites. So these are really cool because they do actually change like different colors. You can see how it just lit up green and now it's changing its color to blue. These are only $7.99 a piece, and they have a couple different like serving trays here. They're calling these Navi stacking trays. These are all simulated leather though. These would make like really nice jewelry boxes. Originally $35, now $14.99. Let's check out some more of the kids' graphic t-shirts on the spinny racks though. Here is a Disney Stitch sensory friendly graphic t-shirt where he's biting on the surfboard, and it says Walt Disney World. Originally $22. This one is now $7.99. Let's see what else we have on this rack. So another cool Star Wars graphic t-shirt. This one is a split colored one with C-3PO and then R2-D2. These are now $5, marked down from $30. And they do still have some of your Disney IOI Forever pullover sweatshirts. Really cool though, it says Space Mountain. These are now $5 from $24, so even more further markdowns. You definitely have to take a moment to check out some of the different offerings here on the spinny racks. Here's a very fancy kids graphic t-shirt with all the Hawaiian flowers and Stitch. This one is $8 from $27. Look at this though, even more Disney Pixar Toy Story graphic shirts with Bo Peep And Jessie, this one is $8 from $27. And they do still have some of your Disney baby collection onesies that I do want to show you, commemorating 2024 with Mickey Mouse and the Beacons of Magic. These are only $2 from $27. Let's actually check out some of the different Cars merchandise right now at the Character Warehouse. So this is an entire set where you get the little car there of Tow Mater, and you kind of get like this whole interactive playmat with radiator springs, but this comes with a really large like carpet. These are only $12.99 a piece, and a bunch of different Cars merchandise new to the Character Warehouse. This is Cars on the Road with Tow Mater. You can kind of turn him into an airplane with a different piece on top. This one is $12.99. They do have an adult size pullover sweatshirt, again with Tow Mater. This one says towing and salvage on the backside and radiator springs. These are $20 from $60, but the attention to detail is super duper nice. Again with Tow Mater on the backside, but perfect for summertime in Central Florida. They're even getting some brand new adult size tank tops. You have your full service Dynaco filling stations. Really cool design with the Dynaco gasoline, but these are $12.99 from $35. Here's even more of your Run Disney merchandise at the Character Warehouse. So they do have these really cool crossbody bags, again for the springtime surprise weekend with all of the characters. These are Disney Parks lug though, so really nice quality. Originally $50, now $25 a piece. Here's a really tall corksicle cup, also new to this collection. Again with Mrs. Incredible, Hercules, you have Groot, and it has your corksicle logo. $20 from $55, so a very good deal there. And then yet another coffee mug. All of this matches that collection though. This one is a very tall mug for only $7.99. Some of the other merchandise for Run Disney Springtime Surprised Weekend. They do have your adult size Spirit jerseys, again with the same characters here on the back side. These are $25 a piece, marked down from $80, but it does look like they do have a brand new jacket that I want to show you. This is a nice bright white one. It says Run Disney on the zipper pull. Originally $95. Let's see here. These are now $30 a piece with the characters on the back. Here's even more brand new Run Disney graphic t-shirts at the Character Warehouse. This is the Groot version, Most Wanted, Tremendous Runner. These are only $12.99, marked down from $35. Let's actually see what else we have over in this section. We have Mrs. Incredible. This one says Don't Forget to Stretch, and then Run Disney on the bottom. These are originally $35, now $12.99, but holy moly, do they have the new merchandise here at the Character Warehouse. This was just over at the World of Disney store. This pullover sweatshirt with Mickey and Minnie with their hands together making the heart. These are $15 from $55. And another really cool women's graphic t-shirt. These are seriously those super duper soft with the metallic bow and Walt Disney World with Minnie Mouse. But these are only $7.99 from $40. Looks like they even have the other version here with like the outline with Minnie, and then you have like the knot at the bottom for only $7.99. So another new winter beanie here at the Character Warehouse. This is a really cool version for the kiddos, embroidered with Mickey Mouse, and then you have like the little tassels on top. But these are originally $20, now only $7.99 a piece. They even have some of the Haunted Mansion, Gracie Manor, adult size baseball caps. This has all the simulated leather, and then like the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. This one is $8. And a whole section of bucket hats to the Character Warehouse. And again, these are adult size. This is the Spider-Man version. You got, so this one is reversible, which is neat. That one is only $8. Looks like they do also have the reversible bucket hats from the Disney Eats collection. This is an actual Spirit jersey material though, where you have like the Mickey shaped donut, you got some churros, and then it is double-sided. $9.99 for that one. And here's a really cool bucket hat. This one feels like your Under Armour no sweat material. You have all the flowers embroidered and Mickey Mouse for only $7.99. And they do have an entire section dedicated to Disney Tron at the Character Warehouse right now. Here's a really cool plastic cup for Tron Light Cycle Run. You do have the little ride vehicles on the top there that kind of rotate on the base. These are $12.99 from $25. Another Tron coffee mug at the outlet though. Really cool design, again with the double-sided Tron light cycle run. These are $7.99 from $15, but so many different offerings, like these really cool pop sockets with like that hologram design for Tron. These are only $7.99 a piece from $30. Even some kids graphic t-shirts kind of like peppered throughout for Tron light cycle run. This one is long sleeve, originally $35, now $15. And they do still have that really cool kids graphic t-shirt. Looks like you have 3 different color tire patterns there, but these are $15 from $32. Let's actually check out some of the different merchandise here for Disney Cruise Line. So here's a really cool tote size bag embroidered with Mickey, Where Magic Meets the Sea, established 1998 with the ship anchor. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $40. And a couple other things over in this section. This is that massive tin serving tray, set a course for adventure with Mickey Mouse with the cruise ship logo. These are $19.99, marked down from $40. And here's some really cool adult size merchandise clothing offerings. This one is from Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, established 1992. You got the little frillies on the sleeves though. These are $15 a piece, marked down from $40. Behind that is a Disney Cruise Line shirt with the pinstriping Mickey Mouse with the ship anchor. That one has 3 buttons on the front though. These are originally, let's see here, $70, now only $25. And they're getting so many really cool pairs of adult size Crocs here at the Character Warehouse with all of this Lion King merchandise. They do have the Lion King Crocs with Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, and the palm fronds, but you have like the little paw prints on the side. These are only $25 a piece. They do have your Star Wars adult size Crocs here at the Character Warehouse. You get 8 different gibbets with C-3PO, R2-D2, Darth Vader, and the Star Wars lettering for $25. And it looks like they are getting a bunch of the merchandise from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So yet another brand new bucket hat. This one is Spirit Jersey material with like the animal print and the Mickey designs. These are $10 a piece from $40. They even have some very fancy adult size pull slides. And again, these are actual Crocs with the animal print and the Mickey gibbets for $19.99. You can't go wrong though with some of this awesome new merchandise. So here is yet another brand new tank top. We have Minnie Mouse there, it says Wild. Then it has like the brighter colored animal print on the inside. These are $12.99 a piece, marked down from $40. And it looks like they even have a whole set of different hair accessories. With the scrunchie, you get the clippies, and then the headband. These are originally $20 in the parks, now only $4.99. And anytime you can get a really cool Disney bucket hat is definitely the time to buy it. With the checkerboard pattern. This one is lined with Sherpa on the inside. These are originally $35, now only $1.99. And here's some really cool Disney Parks Lily Pulitzer merchandise, like your traveling backpack for the weekender. You have a Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and your gold Lily Park, or I should say Disney Parks Lily Pulitzer badge. These are originally $168, now $75 a piece. They do even have from that same collection the massive adult size backpacks. You get that same gold badge on the front there. Some really nice pockets on the sides for your water bottles. That one is $75 from $138. They even have your women's pullover sweatshirts with that same design with all of the palm fronds. These are $65 a piece. I did want to mention though, they do still have some of your Disney Parks Festival of the Arts 2025 lug bags as well. These are more of like your sling size backpacks with Figment on the front. These are $35, marked down from $90, so a very good deal for that one. And they do still have their really cool backpack also for Disney Cruise Line, embroidered with Captain Mickey and Minnie with the pinstriping and the cruise ship logo. These are originally $105 a piece, now $55. And they do still have a whole bunch of those adult size unisex pullover sweatshirts. This is a nice baby blue color with Mickey with his arms behind his back, and it says Walt Disney World. These are $25, marked down from $60. But next to that one is more of like your navy blue color with Mickey. These all have the same graphic, which is really cool. And then rounding out that collection is more of like your heather gray color with that same graphic with Mickey Mouse. But these are only $25, marked down from $60. A few other Tron offerings brand new that I did want to mention though. These are adult size unisex graphic t-shirts with the Tron light cycle vehicles with the grid. These are $12.99 a piece, marked down from $40. And they do even have a Disney Parks Loungefly crossbody bag where it says enter the grid, Tron Light Cycle Run. The backside has the simulated leather and your Loungefly badge. Originally $40 a piece, now only $25. That was such a great visit to the premium outlets at Vineland Ave. It's always a pleasure coming out to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store and checking out all of the newest merchandise. That being said, let's head on over to the International Drive location so we can compare both outlets. Okay, so we just made our way over to the premium outlets at International Drive from the Vineland location near Disney Springs. Let's head inside the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store here. This way we can compare both Disney outlets. Okay, so as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse, they do have those 3-inch by 3-inch photo frames from last year's Playing the Park collection with all the different banners with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. Originally $25. These are now $12.99 a piece. Even some really cool wall art that they do have. This one is the Pluto version with his big floppy ears. This is all matted up and framed. Originally $40 a piece, now only $20. Underneath there, though, they do have your really heavy metal Christmas ornaments from the Playing the Park collection with Mickey and Minnie. And then you have Cinderella Castle. These are now $7.99 a piece, and they do even have some of the wall art out of the Playing the Parks collection. You get the 2 premium bars in the shape of Mickey. The ear looks actually, it's bitten off one of that, which is really cool. These are $15 a piece, and even have the metal pennants, one that says hooray with the gold design with the stars for only $15. Let's check out some more of the merchandise up front though. So they do have from the Vera Bradley collection a really cool like simulated leather travel bag with Mickey, Minnie, you have Figaro, and then Pluto. These are $40 a piece. Right underneath there is yet another travel bag that I want to show you. This was just over at Ever After at Disney Springs not too long ago. These are super fuzzy, embroidered with Bambi. These are $20, marked down from $35. They do still have a whole bunch of those Disney Park Loungefly wallets with all of the gold sequence with the Mickey Mouse design. The backside has your gold badge for Disney Parks Loungefly. These are originally $50, now $25 a piece. From Epcot's International Festival of the Arts. It's a really nice sized backpack with Figment. This one has a bunch of different zipper compartments, and then your Disney Parks lug badge there. These are $25 a piece, and they do even still have some of your Disney Parks Lily Pulitzer, really good size adult size backpacks with Cinderella Castle, Minnie Mouse, and then of course Daisy Duck. Originally $138. These are now $75 a piece. Definitely a great time to come to the Character Warehouse though if you are looking for some different backpacks. This one's from Guardians of the Galaxy over at Epcot. You got your honorary Guardians badge. These are simulated leather. Originally $40, now $19.99. And so much new Star Wars merchandise has been coming to the Character Warehouse. This was from over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge over at Hollywood Studios. They do have these super duper fuzzy Nubs backpack. These are originally $40, now $20 a piece, and perfect for a good day over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. They do also have your Pandora Valley of Mawara adult size backpacks with the patches on the front there with the Banshees and the floating mountains. These are $15 from $40. Let's see what else we got doing up front though. Some really cool refrigerator magnets. This one is from Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa with Mickey and Minnie Mouse, part of the Disney Vacation Club. These are originally $13, now only $3.99. And so many different plushies up front here in the baskets. Let's see what we got doing. These are the fidget plushies, part of the Disney Blissful Buddies collection. Originally $35. These are now $14.99. It does look like they do also still have Marie from Aristocats. This one's cool though. It has the massive like fuchsia bow on the backside for $15. From last year's holiday collection, they do still have those really cool weighted plushies of Mickey Mouse. He has the embroidered snowflake on his sweater, even like the cool little like winter cap. These are $15 from $45. Still going strong are some of those crossbody bags with the pinstriping. This one is embroidered with Winnie the Pooh on the front and on the back side. This has like one big zipper compartment. A really good size for the parks though. Originally $30. These are now $15 a piece. And it looks like they're getting even more brand new Tron merchandise here at the Character Warehouse. Let's see here. Okay, so this is a good like tote size bag. Battle to the end for Tron Light Cycle Run. These are now $19.99 from $50, so some really good deals. And they do still have some of those stencils from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts. One design you have Mickey Mouse and then Spaceship Earth for only 50 cents. And they have a massive amounts of some of the popcorn from Mickey Main Street. This is the cheddar popcorn. These are normally around like $7, $8 in the theme parks. Now only 99 cents at the Disney Character Warehouse. And a couple other stencil sets that they do have from Festival of the Arts. This is the Minnie Mouse version with Spaceship Earth for 50 cents. And they do even have the Figment version, so a couple different offerings. The cool thing though, they all come with Spaceship Earth. And some really great deals on some bucket hats on the bottom section. This is cool with that checkerboard pattern. That one's lined with Sherpa on the inside. Originally $35, now only $1.99. Right underneath there from the live action Little Mermaid, yet another bucket hat. This one is reversible, so really nice attention to detail. These are only $1.99 a piece. And then from last year's Disney Parks Pride collection, they do have your Pride ears with the rainbow colors, Belong, Believe, and Be Proud. You even have the Pride badge on the side. These are originally $30 a piece, now only 99 cents at the outlet. And they do still have a whole bunch of the extravaganza, like wooden egg figurines here with some Disney characters. It does come with a paintbrush and then 4 different color paints. They have these with a bunch of Disney characters though. These are only $2 a piece. This one is the Minnie Mouse version. They do also have the Mickey Mouse version where he's kind of like popping out of the Easter egg. But a couple other characters. It looks like they do have both Chip and Dale here at the Character Warehouse for only $2. Here's even a brand new Star Wars artist print to the Disney Character Warehouse. This one is all matted up and ready to go with Luke Skywalker and then Yoda. These are only $19.99, so a really good deal for them. Even more further markdowns here at the outlet store. This one is a glass coffee mug, the most magical place on earth, with Mickey and Minnie commemorating 2024. Originally $20 a piece. These are now only $1. And also further marked down are the huge Christmas ornaments for 2024 with the beacons of magic. You even get the Mickey figurine on top. It says the most magical place on earth on the backside. These are now only $4, marked down from $27. Tucked away here in the front corner at the Character Warehouse is 2 brand new adult size full zip jackets. These are solid Sherpa though, so very nice attention to detail. These are super duper warm. The front side's embroidered Mickey Mouse. You have a nice big graphic with Mickey on the back side. Even's embroidered Walt Disney World. These are $45 a piece. Right next to the Mickey Mouse version, they do also have like the matching Minnie Mouse version. They do have these in a bunch of different sizes though for $45. And then right underneath there is an adult size full zip hoodie, again with all Minnie Mouse polka dots on the front. You have a Minnie Mouse embroidered on the sleeve, which is really cool. And then on the back side on the hood itself, you get the nice big oversized bow with the ears. These are $20 from $70. They even have some cool little jackets here for the kiddos. Again, this is all Sherpa, a full button down embroidered with Minnie, like playing a tug of war on her bow. These are $20 marked down from $50. And they are getting a whole bunch of different merchandise for the pets here at the Disney Character Warehouse. Here is a pet graphic t-shirt from Star Wars with a lightsaber. Sit and stay you will, it says. Really cool design though. These are, let's see here, $12.99 from $25. They do also have the Padawan Academy, like silicone collapsible pet bowls at the Character Warehouse as well. These are $12.99 from $20. Let's see what we have on the opposite side of this rack though. They have a roll-up pet bed, again part of the same collection. Sit and stay you will. These are $14.99 a piece, marked down from $40. And they do still have those Pepita hoodies here for the pets as well. Let's see the old price tag. These are $15 from $35, so a really good deal there. And then right next to that is yet another pet graphic t-shirt. They have these in a bunch of sizes from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington. Let's actually check out some of the different Loungefly bags right now at the Character Warehouse. Here is a Marvel one. Kind of looks like all the characters are in like Funko Pop form, like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, the Incredible Hulk. Very nice simulated leather though. These are originally $80, now only $40 a piece. Next to that one is yet another Marvel Loungefly with the amazing Spider-Man with all of the spider webs. This one has the silver hardware for $40. They do still have the Captain America Brave New World Marvel Studios Loungeflies as well. The cool thing, like the wings on the backside, so you can kind of like move them out so they are posable. But these are originally $90 in the parks, now only $45 at the Character Warehouse. And then still going strong is that really cool like fuzzy Figaro Disney Parks Loungefly. Kind of like a football Letterman jacket, super duper fuzzy. On the backside you do have a graphic with Figaro. These are originally $100 a piece, now only $40. Some of the other plushies that they do have right now at the Character Warehouse, they do still have some of those throw pillows from last year's holiday collection with the snowman, with the Mickey ears, and the Santa hat. These are $15 from $45. A ton of the elephant plushies. These are part of the National Geographic collection. You can see like all the paint splattered all over. These are cool though. Let's see here. I do believe these are $12.99 a piece. And then right underneath there, also from the holiday collection, this one's from Disney's Animal Kingdom. They do still have the polar bear puppets. These are originally $35 in the parks, now only $12.99. Let's check out some of the different headband ears and bucket hats right now at the Character Warehouse. So these are from Pandora over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The light up wood sprite headband ears. These are originally $40 in the parks, now $19.99. Next to that one is a really cool like Under Armour no sweat material bucket hat embroidered with Mickey Mouse, and then you have the cool like floral design on both sides. This one is $8 from $35. Yet another pair of ears. These are the Marvel ones. You kind of get like the simulated leather, the little mohawk. On the backside it does say higher, further, and faster. These are further discounted though, I do believe. Let's see, $5 marked down from $30. Another really cool baseball cap on the bottom section from Disney's Hollywood Studios. This one is specific to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway with the pinstriping. These are adult size though, $8 from $35. And they've been getting so much really cool like Helly Hansen merchandise. And again, kind of like your workout material with the Helly Hansen logo. These are, let's see here, $9.99. Another pair of ears on the opposite rack though that I do want to show you. These are all simulated leather for Run Disney Springtime Surprised Weekend. You have Groot, Mrs. Incredible, Hercules, and then Baymax. Originally $35. These are now $7.99. And then right underneath there is a youth baseball cap. This one is like a nice lavender color with the Disney princesses. $8 from $25. Let's check out some of the different Marvel toys and different things over in this section. Here's a whole Marvel Spider-Man playset. You get the action figures with the Green Goblin, like you can swing and then launch them. These are now $19.99 at the Character Warehouse. Right underneath there, they do still have some of those Marvel Avengers desk organizers where you get the notepads, the paper clips, and then all the different accessories. These are $8 from $35, so a very good deal there. Next to that is your Miles Morales Marvel set. So you get like the figurine, like the backdrop with the bricks. The cool thing though, like you get all the markers so you can color it in. These are originally $25, now $14.99, and so many different statues that they've been getting in lately here at the Character Warehouse. This one is your Black Panther one, so kind of looks like a comic book strip on the base. That one is $50. Right underneath there is the brand new Marvel Iron Man one, again with the same design with the comic book, for $50. And then last but not least, like how cool is this? I love this, probably my favorite of the three, with Doctor Strange for $50. And still a good selection of different Star Wars merchandise at the Character Warehouse right now. So from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they do have your Rey Skywalker lightsaber hilts. They come in a very nice plastic box. These are $75 a piece. Right underneath there, they have your Star Wars Young Jedi Adventure play sets with the Crimson Firehawk, and you do get the action figures to go with it. Let's see if we can find the price of Rooney. These are now only $12.99. Like, that is such a good deal. They have some old school Kenner action figures from Star Wars Ahsoka. They do have the Sabine Wren figures. These were $30 in the parks, now only $12.99. And for the 40th anniversary of Star Wars Return of the Jedi, you can't go wrong with some of the figurines. This one is $8 from $15. I did want to mention though, they do still have some of those Disney Tinkerbell light up fairy gardens. So this actually comes with like the dome and then all of the flowers and the Tinkerbell figurine where it's kind of like little pegs so you can move them around, and it lights up. These are $25 a piece. Underneath there is your Star Wars Ahsoka electronic masks. They've had these for quite some time at the Character Warehouse. I don't see the outlet price on that one, but that is really neat. And they do still have some of your Star Wars Princess Leia 1,000 piece exhibit series puzzles with C-3PO and R2-D2. These are $7.99 from $25. So many different dolls and figurines right now at the Character Warehouse though, especially with different Disney princesses. This is the Disney Princess Mulan doll. You get 8 different accessories on the side. These are only $15 a piece, but just like Mulan, they do also have your Disney Pocahontas doll with the 7 accessories. You get the little Miko action figure for $15. And they do still have some of the Disney IOI Forever dolls. This one is inspired by Belle from Beauty and the Beast with the Enchanted Rose ears. You do get the denim jacket and the Mickey shaped balloon with the surprise inside. These are $12.99. Next to that one is your different like accessory packs with like the jacket, the sneakers, the baseball cap, and the water bottle inspired by Moana. That one is now only $5, and it looks like they do also have yet another accessory pack with Dr. Facilier. Anytime you can get some Funko Pops at the Character Warehouse as well, it's really cool. Like this one is the actual Disney Park exclusive from Disney Pixar Luca. These are really cool. They're only $25 a piece for that set. And they do have some of the different play sets from the Disney Princess Animators collection with the littles. This one is Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. So this has like lights and different sound effects, but these are only $19.99 a piece. Underneath there is the Tinkerbell version with all of the action figures with lights and sound effects, and some of the brand new merchandise from Cars. How cool is this? Like they have so many different things from Cars lately. Cars on the Road. You get the Lightning McQueen and then 2 different accessories. These are $12.99 a piece. Right underneath there is another double pack of Cars with a Tow Mater and Lightning McQueen. But these are all $13. And they do still have like that solid wooden pull-along toy that's in the shape of a train for the kiddos with Mickey Mouse, Donald. You have Goofy on there as well. These are a great deal for only $20. Here's also some of the assorted Lemoncello merchandise at the Character Warehouse. So this is a plastic cup with a lemon design. It has that little cylinder on the inside so you can put your different fruit. These are originally $30, now $12.99 a piece. Underneath there, they do even have like these smaller like little trinket dishes, part of the Lemoncello collection. These are really fancy though. $5 from $15. So many different things though. Here is a really nice ceramic vase, part of that same collection with that scallop design. These are only $15, marked down from $30. On the opposite side of that rack is the really fancy Disney Parks Maribel doll. These are limited, one of 6,650 pieces. Actually comes in a really fancy box with the ribbon to carry it by. These are now $100 a piece at the Character Warehouse. A couple different coffee mugs that I do want to show you brand new. This is the mom version with Minnie. It says Walt Disney World on the inside. These are all originally $17 a piece, now only $7.99, but they have a couple different offerings here at the outlet. This one is the Minnie Mouse Grandma version that says Walt Disney World. Again, only $7.99 a piece. And then right next to that one is the dad version with Mickey that says Walt Disney World on the inside for $8. Let's actually check out some of the kitchen merchandise right now at the Character Warehouse. So here's those really cool Mickey-shaped melamine serving trays with Mickey in the center, a bunch of cupcakes and balloons. These are originally $30 a piece, now only $12.99. Underneath there is a whole bin of those mint colored rolling pins. Again, these are silicone, and then you have that Mickey Mouse design. Originally $30 in the parks. These are now only $10 a piece. Some of the stainless steel Mickey shaped cookie cutters with the red silicone ring. These were $10 in the parks, now only $5 at the Character Warehouse. And really cool for the kitchen, they do still have some of those kitchen sponges with the little suction cup base in the shape of Mickey Mouse. These are only $8, marked down from $15, so some really good deals going on. They have your silicone pancake molds, part of the new Mousewares collection. This one's in the shape of Cinderella Castle. These were $10 in the parks, though now only $3.99. And it looks like they do still have the pancake mold in the shape of a Mickey balloon. So a couple different designs here for only $4. Definitely lots of things from the Mousewares collection, though. This is part of last year's line. The tin compost buckets with Mickey, Minnie, Donald. You have Goofy and Pluto. These are originally $40, now $19.99. They do have some of your plastic Disney Cruise Line cups with like the ice cream on top. They do come with a straw. Like you can see the cruise logo, literally like with all of the Disney characters. These are $8 from $17, and they do still have that massive serving tray. This one has like the rope handles, set a course for adventure with Mickey Mouse. Only $19.99 though. I like the attention to detail with like the wooden handles. Next to that is a whole set of 4 like serving bowls for Disney Cruise Line. They do have like the characters on the inside like Mickey, Minnie, Chip and Dale, and then Donald Duck for $25. Some of the other cups right now at the Character Warehouse. Here is yet another really tall one with all of the Disney snacks. You got some popcorn, some candy apples, and churros. That kind of has like that same design as the Cruise Line one. Originally $25, these are now $10 a piece. Here is a stainless steel cup with the twisty off lid. You have all of the pennants with Donald, Pluto, Goofy, Mickey. These are $12.99 from $30, so a very good deal. A couple really good cups for the kiddos in the bottom section though. This one is from Star Wars Mandalorian with Grogu. You get the dome on top that actually spins and you can see the glitter moving. These are only $8 a piece. Next to that one is the same difference from Cars with Lightning McQueen. Look at this though, isn't this crazy cool with the glitter? Kind of like a little hurricane design. That one is $8. Another stainless steel cup for the kiddos. One side has Lightning McQueen, the opposite side has Jackson Storm. These are $12.99 from $23. They do also still have a whole bunch of the merchandise from the Norway Pavilion at Epcot's World Showcase. A really cool like kitchen apron with the Mickey Mouse design. These are originally $35 at Epcot, now only $12.99. Right over here is like the matching glass cups as well, so they do have quite a bit from that collection from over at Epcot. These are originally $15. These don't have the outlet price just yet, but they do even have like your wooden luggage tags with Norway Epcot's World Showcase. These are $5, marked down from $13, but literally like solid wood. And right underneath there is the throw pillow. The one side is Sherpa, the opposite side is that really cool like knitted material. These were $40 in the parks, $14.99 for them. And then right over here is a solid wooden like cheese board. You can even use this as a cutting board, as the big cutout with Mickey Mouse. These are originally $40 in the parks, now $14.99. And then yet another cup that I do want to show you with the wood grain for Disney's Port Orleans Riverside Resort that has your Corkcicle logo on the backside. These were $40 a piece at the resort, now only $20. And they do still have some of the wooden wall art. Greetings from Alaska for the Disney Wonder for a Disney Cruise Line. $12.99 from $30. Let's check out some of the different throw blankets right now at the Character Warehouse. So they actually recently got some brand new Princess Tiana merchandise. This one is a knitted throw blanket with Tiana, My Dreams, My Way. This is very cool though, from the Magic Kingdom. These are originally $70, now $25 a piece. Right underneath there for the 30th anniversary of Disney's Lion King, they do also have the 50 by 60 inch throw blankets. These are $25 a piece. And still going strong from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas is that 3D effect throw blanket. Again, 50 by 60 inches with Jack Skellington for only $20. Even some really cool winter beanies right now at the Character Warehouse. This one is a nice gray color, it's adult size, embroidered with Minnie Mouse's facsimile signature and then Minnie herself. These are only $7.99 a piece. I do want to see the original price. Originally $25. And then right underneath there is a kid's version embroidered with Mickey Mouse with the tassels on top These were $20 in the parks, now $7.99. They even have an entire section dedicated to different Tron merchandise from the Magic Kingdom. Here's an adult-sized graphic t-shirt for Tron Light Cycle Run with the grid pattern, then the lime green. These are $15 from $45. Next to that is yet another Tron adult-sized graphic t-shirt. I literally remember seeing these in the Magic Kingdom not too long ago. Really cool to find at the outlet. $12.99 from $40. They even have some pop sockets. This is literally like a solid metal pop socket with that holographic design for Tron. These are $7.99, marked down from $25. And it looks like a couple different keychain offerings for Flynn's Arcade. Let's see here. They are originally $15. I do believe these are only $5 a piece. On the bottom section is yet another keychain. This one is a light up keychain from Tron. So a couple different offerings. From the Germany Pavilion at Epcot's World Showcase is a really awesome Christmas tree skirt. This one is all knitted like the throw blankets. You have Mickey and Minnie with the nutcrackers. These are only $30 a piece. Right up ahead also from Nightmare Before Christmas is a really cool like acrylic wall art with the mayor. You have Jack and Sally. They do come with the original boxes. These are only $12.99, marked down from $60. Even some merchandise from Disney's Haunted Mansion. You can't go wrong with a good ceramic candle with that classic scene from the attraction. These are $20 a piece from $35. And then also from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, they do have the acrylic vases with the mayor. The cool thing, these are double-sided where he's making two different facial expressions. These are $5 from $25. Let's check out some of the assorted Disney Christmas ornaments that they do have as well. This is part of your sketchbook series, again with the jacket for Mickey Mouse Club. These are double-sided with that design though, only $7.99 a piece. Right up ahead is your Disneyland popcorn bucket Christmas ornaments. You have the Mickey hand, the castle, only $8 a piece though, originally $30. The sketchbook series are always some of the best ornaments. Right underneath there, another one from the sketchbook series with, let's see here, Snow White. The opposite side literally has all 7 dwarves. This one is $8. One of my personal favorite restaurants over at Epcot though is a really cool stained glass Christmas ornament for the Rose and Crown. These are $7.99 from $18. And it does look like they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney parks Munchling Christmas ornaments. Your holiday toffee pudding Minnie Mouse one. These are only $8 a piece, marked down from $25. They do have a whole bunch of characters though. Here is the matcha cookie, let's see here, cheesecake Mickey ornament. Definitely a little bit of a tongue twister. That one is $8. And they do still have the reindeer Rice Krispie Treat Pluto Christmas ornament with the little pretzel ears for $8. A few other coffee mugs that I do want to show you at the Character Warehouse though. Here's a really tall yellow one with the outline with Cinderella Castle, the Mickey shaped balloons, some waffles, even some hat ears. These are $8 from $17. Perfect to match that pair of ears that I showed you though for Run Disney. They do also have the matching coffee mugs with that 3D effect with Baymax, Groot, Mrs. Incredible, and then you also have Hercules. That one is $8, marked down from $20. And they do still have the It's a Small World coffee mugs. Really cool design with the characters from the attraction. This one has the gold handle and It's a Small World. That one is $8 from $20. They do still have from Disney's Magic Kingdom. This is part of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And then you have Magic Kingdom 2024. These are $5 from $20. And right underneath there is a really awesome Jiminy Cricket coffee mug where he's kind of like holding on to his top hat. This is a really good size though. These were $25 in the parks, now only $12.99. And a couple different beach towels that I do want to show you. Perfect for the warmer weather in Central Florida for your Disney Resort pool. They do have the black and white version with Mickey Mouse. These are only $15 a piece, but they do have a couple different offerings underneath. This one is your Star Wars one. You literally have like Darth Vader's helmet, some Stormtrooper helmets with the Star Wars lettering for $15. And then right over here is a Disney's Animal Kingdom, let's see here, beach towel. Looks like you can see Goofy there and Donald Duck at the bottom for $15. Let's check out some of the merchandise clothing offerings on the adult size racks though. They're actually getting a whole bunch of the graphic shirts from the World of Disney store with the outline of Minnie Mouse. This one says Walt Disney World at the bottom for only $8. They do have another soft like lavender colored shirt with the Walt Disney World lettering with Minnie Mouse. Only $8 marked down from $40. So many great deals right now at the Character Warehouse though. Another item from Star Wars. They have your adult size pullover sweatshirts. This one says Pizza Smuggler with the pizza in the shape of the Millennium Falcon. These are $5 from $53. This one is a really cool pullover sweatshirt as well from Encanto. Again, lots of this merchandise is getting further discounted. This one is $8 from $50, and a couple of the different Run Disney Springtime Surprise. These are more of like your Under Armour no sweat material tank tops. This one has Groot with the 5K. That one is $10 from $45, and they do even have a version with Mrs. Incredible for the 10-miler. So perfect to match that coffee mug that I showed you from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is an adult size glow-in-the-dark graphic t-shirt with Magic Kingdom 2024. That one is $4 from $35. They do also have your adult size ringer tees from Epcot's International Food and Wine Festival. These are from 2025 though, only $5 a piece from $35. The backside, you can even see like all of Epcot's World Showcase. Let's actually check out a few of the kids' graphic t-shirts right now at the outlet store though. Perfect to go with that Star Wars Nubs backpack. They do have the kids' graphic t-shirt of Nubs with the little pocket on the front. These are $8 from $27. Right behind there, It's Not Easy being this perfect with all of the cats. That one is only $5 from $27, so that's further discounted. And another brand new graphic t-shirt, Friends Forever. You have Mickey Mouse and Pluto. It has the little heart at the bottom that says Walt Disney World. These are now $7.99 from $22. Let's see what else we have though. Okay, with some Ewoks from Star Wars. These actually have the little elastic bands on the sleeves. That one is $8 from $32. So many new shirts though on these racks. Here's even a brand new Walt Disney World Peter Pan graphic t-shirt in the kids section. Let's actually hop back over to the adult size graphic shirts though. Here's a really cool shirt that would have been sold at the Skyliner resorts. This one is a ringer tee, the scenic route. You have the little Skyliner with Mickey and Minnie. These are $15 from $34. Behind that one is an adult size Star Wars graphic t-shirt. These were just over at Galaxy's Edge not too long ago. You got the little rubberized buttons there for Darth Vader. This one is $15 from $40. They're even starting to get some of the baseball jerseys in from the parks. This one is the full button down embroidered with the Spirit Jersey logo. But if you look closely on the buttons, it actually has the Spirit Jersey logo. These are $25 from $75. The backside of that one's embroidered Walt Disney World. They even have some of the football jerseys. This is the cobalt blue color with the pinstriping. Mickey Mouse with his hands behind his back, and it says Walt Disney World. $12.99 from $60. And they're even getting some brand new adult size DVC graphic t-shirts, established in 1991, Disney Vacation Club member. That one is $12.99, marked down from $30. Behind that we have, let's see here, Fishin' the Day Away for Disney's Port Orleans Resort with Mickey and then Pluto for $12.99. And a whole bunch of really awesome adult size Spirit jerseys. This one is the brand new lightweight material for Hakuna Matata for Disney's Lion King with the pinstriping. You have Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. These are $35 a piece. Right next to that one is a fuzzy Star Wars jersey with your fuzzy raised lettering, established 1977. On the backside you have a big graphic with Princess Leia and then C-3PO. This one is $35. And two other Star Wars jerseys that they do have. This one, if you look closely, is actually really sparkly. It says I love you on the back side. On the front side you do have Princess Leia and then Han Solo, but these were $80 in the parks, now $30 a piece at the Character Warehouse. And they do also have the navy blue color one that says I know on the back side. This one has that same graphic with Han Solo and Princess Leia for $30. Some more adult size graphic t-shirts that I do want to show you though. Here's a really cool tank top. It says Wild with like the gold flaking with the animal print. These were just over at Disney's Animal Kingdom with Minnie Mouse. This one is $12.99 from $40. They do also still have the, let's see here. This one is from last year's Play in the Park collection, a V-neck graphic t-shirt with the red foil lettering with the Mickey-shaped balloons. Best vacation ever. These are $12.99 from $35. They do still have some of those cream-colored graphic t-shirts that's embroidered Walt Disney World with the different colored Spirit Jersey logos. These are $12.99 from $40. And it looks like they even have one from Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. It kind of has like that weathered look on the backside where it's tore up. And then you have the dog on the front for $14.99. Let's check out some of the different Crocs that they do have right now at the Character Warehouse. So these are from the 75th anniversary of Cinderella with this really fancy design on the side with the C. You have the heart gibbet, some pearls, even Cinderella slipper. These are $40 a piece. Really cool though to go with all the Animal Kingdom merchandise. They do even have your adult size flip-flops. These are perfect little pull slides again with the Mickey-shaped gibbets. That one doesn't have the price, but really neat. They do also have the matching adult size Spirit Jersey material bucket hat with that same design. This one, let's see here, was originally, I want to say $40. Originally $40, now only $10 a piece. They do even have your Marvel Studios Brave New World. Really cool Captain America Crocs with that really nice design with the wings on the sides. These are $40 a piece. Then also for Disney's Animal Kingdom, they do also have the Lion King Crocs. If you look closely though with the animal prints on the side, all of the palm fronds with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa, these are $25 a piece at the Character Warehouse. And here's a few different adult size pullover sweatshirts. They actually have these in 3 different colors with Mickey Mouse with his hands behind his back, and they say Walt Disney World. These are $25 a piece, marked down from $60, but they have a nice like navy blue color. Right next to that one is the really soft like baby powder color again with Mickey Mouse. These do all have that same graphic. And then last but not least, the red version is actually further marked down with Mickey Mouse. This one is only $15 from $60. Let's actually check out some of the different spinny racks of merchandise right now at the outlet store. So they do have a couple different Magic Band Plus. This one is from Star Wars with Yoda with the lightsaber hilts. Originally $45. These are now $20 a piece. Next to that one is your Avengers Assemble Magic Band Plus with the Avengers logo. You have like Captain America. Let's see what else we have. Let's see here. Iron Man, even Black Panther for $20. Let's spin these around and see what's on the opposite side. Okay, so they do have even more Star Wars Magic Bands, and then yet another Avengers one with Black Panther, the Incredible Hulk, and Iron Man for only $20. They even have a whole section of different Stitch merchandise right now at the Character Warehouse. Here's the adult size puffer jacket, so if you do live up north, you're gonna love these. Definitely it'll keep you warm. These are $25, marked down from $90. They do still have some of those Stitch pineapple candles. This one is solid ceramic. It has the lid that comes off. These are originally $35 in the parks, now $14.99. And then right underneath there is a weighted Stitch throw blanket. These actually weigh 12 pounds. These are 50 by 60 inches with Stitch. I do want to see if we can find the price here on the back side. Okay, I don't see the outlet price, but that one is really nice. And right underneath there is an adult size button-down shirt. Really cool though, all this new Stitch merchandise that they have at the outlet with the movie. Again, these are $15 from $65. And so much brand new Toy Story merchandise right now at the Character Warehouse. Here's basically like an adult size football jersey. It's embroidered blast off. You have the aliens from Toy Story, and then you have Buzz Lightyear. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $65. They do also have your adult size full zip hoodies as well, with Ducky, Bunny, Forky, you have Rex, even Bo Peep. $19.99 from $65, but this one is a nice like heavy material. And they do even have yet another brand new adult size graphic t-shirt with the pinstriping with all the characters and then that star design. These are $12.99 from $40. I had such a fun time today, starting out our day over at the Premium Outlets at Vineland Ave, at the Disney Character Warehouse, coming here to the Premium Outlets at International Drive, and checking out all of the newest heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer, literally at both outlet stores. But they have so much brand new merchandise lately. It's a really great time to come out, visit, and check out all of the newest offerings. That being said, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll add a link to that in the description box of the video. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and as always, make today awesome.